For years, women have been sold a lie. We were told exhaustion was ambition. We were told burnout was success. We were told stress was the price of achievement. We were told that if we were tired enough, busy enough, overwhelmed enough, needed enough, that somehow that meant we were important. And for a long time, we believed it. We wore exhaustion like a badge of honor. We glorified packed calendars. We bragged about how little sleep we got. We normalized anxiety. We normalized overextension. We normalized emotional depletion. And then something interesting happened. Women started arriving at the destination. The career, the business, the relationship, the income, the milestone. And they discovered something. They were exhausted. The achievement was there, the peace wasn't. And that's when many women started asking a different question. What if I've been pursuing the wrong status symbol? Because when I look around now, the women I admire most are not the women running around frantically trying to prove something. They are not the women collapsing under the weight of their own lives. They are not the women constantly available to everyone. They are not the women living in a perpetual state of urgency. The women I admire most are calm. They're grounded, they're selective, and they're present. They move differently, and when they walk into a room, you feel it. Not because they're loud, not because they're demanding attention, not because they're performing confidence, because they're carrying peace. And peace has become rare, which means peace has become more valuable. The woman who isn't rushing, the woman who isn't reacting, the woman who doesn't need immediate validation, the woman who doesn't abandon herself the second someone disapproves, the woman who can tolerate silence, the woman who can tolerate uncertainty, the woman who can hold a standard when it's uncomfortable. That woman has something and people feel it. Because peace is power, not passive power, not performative power, it's real power. The power to make better decisions, the power to walk away, the power to wait, the power to choose, the power to say no, the power to remain yourself when pressure arrives. Most women are trying to improve their lives while remaining dysregulated. They're trying to build wealth from anxiety, relationships from loneliness, businesses from burnout, boundaries from fear. And then they're confused when everything keeps collapsing. But your nervous system is running the entire show. Your relationships, your finances, your standards, your self-respect, your decisions, your environment, your future. Everything flows through the condition of the woman making the choice. And this is why peace matters, because peace changes your decisions. A peaceful woman doesn't panic and take the first offer. A peaceful woman doesn't negotiate against herself. A peaceful woman doesn't tolerate chaos simply because she's afraid of being alone. A peaceful woman doesn't spend money trying to become someone she already is. A peaceful woman isn't easy to manipulate. She pauses, she observes, she evaluates, she chooses. And because she chooses differently, she builds differently. She builds better wealth, better relationships, better environments, better lives. The culture taught women to admire hustle. I think the culture was wrong. The new flex is peace. The new luxury is peace. The new status symbol is peace. Not because peace looks good, because peace produces results. It produces clarity. It produces discernment. It produces standards. It produces better choices. It produces freedom. And ultimately, that's what we're all after. Not more stress, not more urgency, not more proving. Freedom. The freedom to live a life that actually belongs to you. The freedom to stop performing. The freedom to stop auditioning. The freedom to stop negotiating against yourself. The freedom to become a woman who is no longer available for chaos. A woman who understands that peace is not a reward. Peace is infrastructure. Peace is strategy. Peace is power. And in a world that profits from your exhaustion, protecting your peace may be one of the most rebellious things you can do. Because the women who build the most beautiful lives are rarely the women who are the busiest. They're the women who have learned something far more valuable. They've learned how to become hard to disturb. And that, my friend, is the flex.